what's going on each of you guys' end, so you can understand and understand where you both are, because a lot of the times it's not so much different. It's just playing out differently for each of you. Okay, so first off, and I'm gonna have to refer back because I started writing certain things down. So the major arcana that is, hello my love, hello my love, just getting started here. All right, so the overall energy, I don't even want to call this the overall energy, and I'm doing this live so that I can kind of take my time and explore this. Okay, we'll explain this the best way I can. So the major arcana that is leading this couple, all right, is justice. Okay, so in a nutshell, justice, of course, is being served for the both of them. This is going to work out for the both of them. The both of them are going to get what they want, who they want. They want each other. All right, it's just that and this is also something that's being balanced out. From what I can see, there are just certain things that are not going to fly individually for these two individually, in order for them to be together. And so it's almost like they've been put in their separate corners in order for those things to be balanced out, and then they can come together. I am seeing, of course, a transformation energy behind this, and best believe, I mean, it's for the greater good. The manifestation is already here. I feel like these are two people who have already connected, but something may have happened early on that caused these two to disconnect, and instead of spirit just kind of like throwing the whole thing away, it's like, let me tweak divine feminine, let me tweak divine masculine, and then we'll get them back together. That's what this feels like. All right, so the overall energy for the connection right now, in the space that they're in, is synchronicity and surrender. So right now, even though they are separated, they should be getting some moments of synchronicity. So let's just say divine feminine is thinking about divine masculine, and then she goes on Instagram, and the first post that she sees is him, or she's sitting there thinking about him, and then a notification pops up that he's live, or that he just posted something. I mean, that's just a common example, but it could be happening many different ways. Seeing the person's name, just when this happens, damn, you know what I'm saying? So those are that is something that is happening for both of them, and either they are noticing it or they need to pay attention to that. In combination with that, just surrender, because I feel like what's going on between them is more symbolic, is more of a thing of knowing that they are still connected, and so it's just letting go and letting the universe, let God, let the spirit team, because I've also noticed that there is a heck of a lot of angelic guidance, spiritual guidance. Like there are some high level beings paying close attention to this connection, and really trying to make sure that everything works out. All right, so for divine masculine's current state, the space that he's in, this is wicked. Not wicked in a bad way, but it's just a term I use, like wicked. Divine masculine, his current state is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so divine masculine right now is like overflowing with feelings. I'll get into the specifics as far as how he feels about divine masculine, the divine feminine, but in general, he is. And I said how he feels about divine masculine. Okay, divine masculine, but I say divine masculine. Okay, so what may be trying to come out of me is, with this Ace of Cups, is divine masculine could really, really be feeling himself right now. Oh, hi, my love. I haven't spoken to you in so long. I hope everything is okay. Liz, meet Janine. Janine, that's Liz. Liz is way across the water there. But she's always in here. Good vibes. Janine does candles. Janine does exotic candles. So you guys mingle in there and check her out, Liz. Please check her out. All right. So and she's a Scorpio. Okay. So I went ahead and said divine masculine, divine masculine. So, you know, what's probably trying to come out of me most likely is that in divine masculine's current state, he may be finding love for himself. He may be falling in love with himself. He's having some type of a new emotional beginning. Okay. So I'm feeling like this is maybe more so of a renewal for divine masculine, which makes a lot of sense based on what I'm seeing in his challenge, in his current challenge. All right. Divine feminine's current state, which seems to be like the complete, not the complete opposite, but it's like not really matching divine masculine, because divine feminine is more so on the disappointed side. She may also be just continuing to block out distractions, stay away from distractions, leave, you know, things alone that don't align, you know, the normal stuff we do when we want to show the universe what we really want out of life, and, you know, that we're not playing no games. You know, we just leave the play over there and we focus on what we want. Okay. So she may be in a cross between there. I'm also getting this energy of her maybe feeling like she could be a bit like just over it, you know, over the situation. She's, you know, wow. So feelings, let's get into feelings. So how divine masculine is feeling about divine feminine. Divine masculine is absolutely sure. He is very clear. He has complete clarity that he wants to take this leap of faith with divine feminine. And I know that this is a leap of faith. This is not about, it would be a new start, but this is definitely a leap of faith for him in the space that he's coming out of to even feel this way. It's a leap of faith. It's like, I'm sure I want to do this. Fuck it, let's do it. Okay. Divine feminine's feelings towards divine masculine. I get this feeling, this energy of like she's looking for him. She's looking for him. There's clearly space between them. There's distance between them. Whether you and your divine masculine live in two different states or two different parts of the world, or y'all could live on the same block, but somehow you are there's space between you guys. You know what I mean? So this is hard for divine feminine. It feels like it's very hard for divine feminine to not see him, not hear from him, and it's something she's really trying to be strong about. She's trying to find the strength, because she's looking for him. Where are you? I want to hear from you, or, you know, I want to speak with you. She maybe, you know, is looking for some type of communication. Give me a text, something. But mutually, what they're doing in their feelings towards each other, they both have taken a step back. They both have taken a step back. Hey, Jody. They both have taken a step back to look at this situation. They're both doing some reflecting. And while divine masculine is really coming to terms with his feelings for divine feminine, her faith in this is wavering. Very interesting. Watch this. So in divine masculine's thoughts, that's what we have next. In divine masculine's thoughts, he is very positive, completely positive and completely optimistic. I'm sure this has everything to do with him being sure about how he feels for divine feminine and the steps that he's willing to take. When it comes to divine feminine and her thoughts of divine masculine, yeah, this is wish fulfillment for her. She's completely satisfied. Feels like to me she's made her choice. She made her choice. So she's good. She's thinking, this is it for me, which is awesome. What they're thinking mutually. All right. Here's how this goes. Excuse me. No. We got what they're thinking. Okay. This is, what did I put? What's actually happening in the connection that they're not aware of. Okay. We got their feelings. We got their current mood, basically, their feelings towards each other, the mutuals, the thoughts. Now we're getting into the meat of it. What's actually happening in this connection that they're not aware of? Okay, so this is more so the hands that spirit has on this connection. So what's actually happening that they're not aware of is they're kind of being forced. No, they are guided, forced, led to. There's an energy that they both have been sitting in that doesn't serve them. And it is this feeling of hopelessness and lack of faith, whether in we are in the divine, in the cosmos, whatever. But there is that feeling there. And spirit wants them to remove that. Spirit wants them to have more faith in the situation and move forward. There's an energy of getting out of your head, maybe even going with the flow, trusting your guidance, get into a more lighthearted energy, because there is growth and expansion here. This is growing them both. Now, how this relates to divine masculine, his lack of hope and faith, I feel, was in relationships. I'll get to his challenge, but he's gone through a lot. So for him to even have this get to this space where he's feeling this new emotional experience is very hard for him to get to this space. But the reason why he couldn't get into this space for the most part was his lack of faith, lack of hope. You know, hope, maybe just feeling hopeless about love and relationships. Whereas how it relates to divine feminine, she's just so done with a lot of shit that for her, this masculine is the one. But for the distance between them right now, whether emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever the distance is between her and the masculine, it's making her feel hopeless as well. And so while they're in their separate corners, divine masculine is learning to have more faith in love, more hope in love, and divine feminine is learning to just have more faith in general. The confidence, because the feminine is more so of the awakened one most of the time. The divine feminine's intuition is usually on point. So she's having to say, I got this. We're good. You know, spirit wants her to get back to that. Spirit wants her to be in that place. That confident place, instead of maybe feeling like because there's distance between them, it's the end of the world. You feel me? And I get it. So really what's happening is for both of them, their faith is being tested. Their patience is being tested. And the bigger picture is they're both growing and learning from the very uncomfortable fucking spaces that they're in right now. Divine masculine is opening his heart. Divine feminine is broadening her faith. So the challenge currently for divine masculine is the burdens that he's been carrying. Wanting to move towards this connection, wanting to have this goal or get to they are committed to each other, but it's the burdens that keep him in his head. It's the burdens from the past that keep him in his head. So he has to get rid of that. And it's happening. Looking at his current state, he's good. That's been his challenge. Divine Feminine's challenge is, like I said, knowing it's going down. It's going. Knowing that everything's going to be worked out. Knowing that everything's going to be balanced out. Knowing that the situation is going to improve. It's the knowing. He's coming. You know, it's the confidence in knowing that, it seems, is the challenge, which all leads back to her faith, and his challenges lead all back to his hope and faith in love, that he can do this again. He can have it again. He can have a successful relationship. Everything's going to be fine. No one's out to get you. No one's going to hurt you. You know, it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. But usually, the divine masculine and feminine are going to mirror each other, you know, and that's a lot of the times why I don't understand why masculines run, because I'm like, you're not the only one that's been hurt. You're not the only one that's been betrayed. You're not the only one that's been used, abused. You're not the only one that's been taken advantage of, you know, so we both should be in a space where we say, let's try and figure it out together. But relationships reflect the wounds. So, you know, if this person got spooked as soon as they started to feel for divine feminine, then obviously that's an area that needs to be healed. And what needed to be healed with him is getting rid of the past. Can't carry that with you. It'll just put a damper on the whole thing. So what I've done is I pulled some messages from divine masculine to divine feminine, and then a while ago, a deck that I made of messages, I have made response messages. So I have from my response pile messages from divine feminine to divine masculine, and then I'm going to use the love messages, no communication deck to pull the mutuals. You know, what do they both want to say to each other? You know, that they both, you know, we might have the same thing on our mind, the same thing on our heart. So I'll do those, okay? So divine, and the cute thing about the response deck is, since we have synchronicity here, I haven't seen all the messages, but maybe some of these messages will answer each other, okay? So divine masculine says 1010, all right? And so we know 1010 is all about, you know, endings, beginnings. It's 1010. You could be seeing 1010 a lot. He could be seeing 1010 a lot. This also will be a part of those synchronicities. You probably would be more inclined or more likely to look up what 1010 means, because you would be the more awakened one. But he's seeing 1010, okay? And if you're seeing 1010, it's him sending that to you, okay? So he says, my queen, which is nice. He says, I'm jealous of who you are with, who you might be with, and anyone who wants you. Okay. Okay. He says, I tell my closest friends about you. So I'm pretty sure, you know, like out of the, I'm seeing the Romance Angels deck, that card, let your friends help you. It's not always recommended to tell any and everyone, because a connection like this is definitely, it would be vulnerable to some of those evil eyes and bad advice. So hopefully he has some trusted friends, okay? And yeah. And I would say, yeah, telling people about it is just as dangerous as asking people about it, you know? But he should be pretty smart, selective, all right? He says, I don't want you to get tired of me. And that could also be a lot, you know, what bothers a lot of people. This tells me that he's low-key clingy. He is the type that wants to be up your ass every chance he gets, and he would want to. And he doesn't want you to get tired of him. So, oh, he's pregnant. Now, that card is the card. For some of you, that may have happened on the break, depending on how long you've been on the break from a person. For others of you, this could mean that he wants to get you pregnant. I mean, I wrote what I wrote on the card. I can't change that. But it could be open to interpretation as well. Okay. So we have Aquarius. So your person could be an Aquarius. Aquarius could also be in reference to that star card, which was in reverse in the spread. But this could be your person's way of saying they have hope and faith in the connection. That could be possible. You could be an Aquarius. Okay. He says, I run when my feelings start to get involved. I mean, don't they all? Isn't that the problem most of the time? The good thing is this person is not running. This person's not running. All right. He says, don't ever change. And maybe he's been in situations where as soon as things became official, let's just say, like, a lot of people don't want to get married because they say, once you get that title, like, everything changes. Doesn't have to, you know, or else you were never being yourself to begin with. So this person, this masculine may have had some fears of you changing. Maybe once things get serious or once you get comfortable, people like to switch up on you. You know, the way you are is the way he wants you to be. All right, unless you're changing for the better, then you both are, you know. He says, I'm doing some shadow work. That is exactly what he's doing. It is. I just don't think it's as dark of a time for him. I don't feel that. But he is being forced in the corner to deal with his shit. Yeah. All right. He says, you are my good luck charm. All right. So that's beautiful. That's a beautiful feeling. I know people will literally have it. Well, they've said that they have experiences where they deal with people and they literally start to lose. Brother. Not now, Jacob. All right. He says, I've never met anyone like you and I love it. And that could have been a part of what shook him up a little bit too. Never met anyone like you, especially if he's used to dealing with people who are karmic. He meets you, your energy is different, the vibe is different, it's more of a healing energy. You know what I mean? You guys just click, it's aligned, it feels great. So yeah. And finally he says, I'm sure that this is what I want. And I saw that in his spread anyway. He is very sure. All right. So divine feminine's messages are usually more sassy. So we'll see. We'll see if any of them correspond with what he's already said. So divine feminine says, don't tell me, show me. Okay. Divine feminine, I'm a real one. Real ones never switch up. So that's, you see, when he says don't ever change, this is the response for that. So he says don't ever change. She says I'm a real one. Real ones never switch up. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's why I said, so who were you to begin with if he's worried about people changing? But people do. They do. She says, my friends tell me I should leave you alone. And that's what I'm talking about. You talking to these hating ass friends. Listen, a lot of them are not going to understand your journey. They're not going to understand what you're going, what you're doing, what your plans are. They're not going to get that. And so, you know, you got to be careful. All right. But I feel like divine feminine would definitely know better at this point. All right. She says, I wish you would have listened to me. I tried to warn you. That could be for a lot of things. Okay. So if you had an experience where, because I've had tendencies of doing that. I will be very subtle in how I'll tell someone exactly how something's going to play out. And it's like either they listen or they don't. A lot of times they don't. And then by the time they figure out that I was trying to put them on, you know, it's too far gone. I'm you know. So divine feminine may have warned about a lot. You know, bad friends, bad energy, you know, the person they're with is no good. You know what I mean? All right. She says, I'm ready to make this official. All right. And he's pretty much on the same page with him saying, I'm sure this is what I want. So that's great. All right. She says, yes, I'm thinking about ending things with you. It's crossed my mind quite a few times. And I feel like that's the part that spirit wants divine feminine to fix, because she's supposed to be more in this energy of, I know it's going to happen. We're good. Everything's going to work out fine. She's supposed to be the one that is the faithful one. You know what I mean? And so in this space of waiting, or maybe not even knowing, I don't think there's any communication with them, because it's all about synchronicity right now. It may have crossed her mind to just say, you know what, fuck this. I can't, you know, she's probably missing the fuck out of him. All kinds of stuff, you know, but I think she'll hang in there. All right. She says, I love the way you think. That's a beautiful thing. He could be one of those, you know. Maybe he has great ideas. Okay. She says, have you learned your lesson yet? Have you? Because it's the reason why they both are separated right now, because they both have lessons to learn. And so she's growing a little impatient. All right. She says, I can feel you getting closer. All right. So by this time, she, you know, as the synchronicities and symbolism, as those things, Liz, have you? Have you? Come on now. Yeah, so I can feel you getting closer. As these synchronicities become more frequent, then that will be a sign that a person's getting closer. Okay. Things happen to me where like I can smell them, and I'm like, oh shit, you know. But you know, to each its own. The way you connect spirit is the way you do. Again, you could be seeing the name a lot, hearing more music that reminds you of them, stuff like that. All right, Divine Feminine says, I choose you. All right, yeah, I mean, of course. Divine Masculine just has to choose himself and then choose Divine Feminine. That's how that has to go. He has to want it for himself, and then he has to choose her too. All right. Divine Feminine says, so what's it gonna be? So what is gonna be? What DMX said? Too many games are being played. How's it going down? It's on till it's on. I got to know now. Is you with me, your butt? Yeah, I'm good. I'm spot on for you. Oh my gosh. Divine Feminine says, I never get tired of you. Remember he said, I don't want you to get tired of me. There we go. She said, I never get tired of you. Oh my gosh. Stuff like this just makes me feel like, because this is like 3 or 4 things that they're on the same page about. They're talking to each other. All they got to do is talk for real. This is crazy. So just as much as he wants to be up her ass, she wants him up her ass. Oh my gosh. She says, I miss you too. Oh my gosh. Whew. She says, I hear songs that remind me of you. You see what I'm saying? I told you. That's why she can feel him getting closer. One of the things is music. All right. Lastly, she says, I could feel you watching me. Oh. And I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's watching. Of course he is. You think you're just gonna post your pretty ass pictures on social media and shit, and he's not gonna take a peek? He may not like the picture. He don't want you to know. But he knows. He's watching. That's why he's jealous. He like, well, she out here looking, damn, I gotta get my shit together. But what I do respect about Divine Masculine, I mean, even if let's say he tried, Spirit has ways of blocking it. Spirit will say, no. You're not ready. Don't you go near her until you're ready. And other times, it's the masculine taking accountability for himself and saying, you know what, I'm still not in a good space, but I'm going to keep my eye on her and make sure she's okay, make sure nobody else is getting to it. You know, you stay right there. All right, so no communication or little communication. Oh my God, Liz, you are an angel. And I never do that. I just, please, yes, please like the stream if this is resonating with you. I'm more of a like the messages will find people when they do type of person. So please, yeah, like the stream. Okay. Yeah, and I guess, yeah, and if you like it, and I know you like it, then I can give you more of what you like. The way you like it. I'm a pleaser. Messages to them both. Mutual messages. The messages that they would both have to say, things they will both have to say to each other, things they both want to say to each other. Spirit says things they both want to say to each other. All right, so let's see what falls out here. If I get any jumpers. What do you guys want to say to each other? What do you both have to say to each other? What do you both have to say to each other? Oh, there we go. Teardrop. To each other, they say, there is no one else thinking about you all day. I do love you. Just don't know how to show it right now. I'm always here for you. I'm so in love with you. You are so perfect to me. Oh my gosh. And this is not like a, your looks are flawless, you dress really nice. This is soul shit. Perfect for me. You're perfectly imperfect as an individual, but you are just right for me. Oh my gosh. I'm also getting that the both of them were in situations where they were made to feel like they weren't good enough, or they had partners that made them feel like they weren't good enough. And that's a little bit earlier on in the journey when you discover, you know, you got to work on self-worth. So they both come from that place. We got a faller. Get excited. Get excited. I will take action soon. Please believe in me. Listen, I feel like that's more of, I feel like that's more coming from, okay, it is coming more from divine masculine, but the believe in me part, remember, divine feminine is having trouble with that. She's having trouble with believing. I'm working hard on myself so I can come back to you. Please wait for me. Okay. Don't forget about me. I haven't forgotten about you. So divine masculine, most likely divine masculine stopped communicating with divine feminine, which makes divine feminine feel all kinds of ways. But divine feminine, he says, it's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. Yeah, that's definitely more so from divine masculine, because I never suggest that a feminine reaches out. All right? That's not divine feminine's job. Divine feminine's job is to just be receptive. Royalty and CJ So Cool cards. I don't have that deck. You can show me where to get them. If it's your own personal deck, something that you came up with, you can send them to me, and I will use them, promote you. My email is in my About Me section. I definitely, it's time for another deck. If that's what you mean, we can do that. Most definitely. Let's see. I fell in love the moment I saw you. You know, what scares? See? Please don't hate me for ghosting you. You didn't deserve it. I can't make it up. Look. This masculine saw you. He saw you before you even noticed him. Like, let's just say, oh, oh, you want a reading on 2 people? You have to donate to my Cash App for that. I could do that for you. So you're in a room full of people and you're meeting someone for the first time. Let's just say, and you go around the room. Okay, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. When you crossed paths, when you crossed paths with this person, it was nice to meet you. Okay. But when he hit you, when you hit him with the nice to meet you, he was like, yo. Okay? I fell in love the moment I saw you. Yes. One of those situations. I'm moving on with my life. And that's not no shade to you. He's not moving on with his life without you. He's just moving on with his life outside of the burdens that he's been carrying from the past. All right? Yeah. Our connection is complicated. There are a lot of issues out of our control. I'm sure there's been other influences, but it is out of your control. All you can do is let the divine handle that. You just be accountable and responsible for what you can be accountable and responsible for. All right, what else do they want to say to each other? What else do they want to say to each other? Oh, I feel empty without you. So, for some of you, this could be a twin flame. Or, see, ooh, I can't take being away from you any longer. This is, if you're feeling this burning sensation, this one's probably for you. I want you so fucking bad. You know, it's probably for you. But I feel empty without you. This could be a twin flame thing for some of you, because that's what they say about twin flames. You know, being apart is like, it fucking hurts. Yeah. And for others, this is just a really, really strong soulmate. Ooh. I love you so much, but I keep running from you. I don't understand why I do this. He's getting to know why. I hate this distance between us. It doesn't feel good. I'm telling you, somebody's about to blow. Somebody is about to pop. And it's still here. I can't take being away from you any longer. There's something significant with that. Because that wasn't so much music as it did sound like someone with a bullhorn expressing themselves. Yeah, so this distance I don't feel is gonna it's not gonna last for too long. Somebody is getting ready to fucking blow. Look at this. I think about you so much, it's scaring me. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I feel so guilty about my action and what I said to you. So this could be the action of ghosting. This could be for some, this masculine may have straight up said, I don't feel like the masculine would straight say, I can't do this though. So it may be more about the action of ghosting, not so much what they said. Because the issue is that they aren't saying anything. Or they haven't said anything. No one makes me feel the way you do. You are the best I've ever had. This one says we need to let each other go. What was this on top of it? I never expected to fall in love. Where's that coming from? It's probably what he tried to do. There you go, Liz. We need to let each other go. It may be what he tried to do. And for some of you, feeling guilty about what they said, maybe they said that. I can see somebody saying that, but it's bullshit. This person feels the exact opposite. What they would have loved for you to do is just leave them alone, because it wouldn't trigger that change that they need to make. I never expected to fall in love. Well, if they fell in love the moment they saw you, I mean, yeah, you could have just popped up on a humble. However y'all met. Whoa, who's that? Damn. Then when they really get to experience you, this is a lot. This is a lot. I'm seeing myself marrying this chick. I'm seeing myself having a family with her. I'm seeing her with my babies. Whoa, let me chill. I gotta let you go. You doing too much for me. I miss our conversations and the sounds of your voice. So your voice could be quite, oh my gosh, this isn't over between us. I'm coming back for you. Yeah, he is. I'm gonna get, Spirit says 5. So I'll get 5 more. There it is. I'm afraid for getting too serious. I was hurt before. That's it right there. That's the meat and potatoes of why they ran. Right there. Love equates to hurt for this masculine right now. Because the last time that they felt the way they do about you, they got hurt. So that is why one runs every time they feel that. But one would have to realize that that was that. It ain't this. Real ones. What she said? I'm a real one. Real ones never switch up. All I'm thinking about right now is how attracted to you I am. Probably a little bit horny, darling. I don't want to let you go. I miss being with you. So don't. And it's probably crossed his mind, even through the space of ghosting. Now you're feeling guilt, but you're feeling the love, but you're still feeling the hurt from the past. You know, and you don't want to let it go. So if you don't want to let it go that bad, what are you prepared to do for it? Spirit says, be careful what you wish for, because you got to be prepared to do the work after that. You want to be rich. You want to be famous. You want to be this. You want to be that. You're going to be put through what you need to be put through to train you, to prepare you to be in that position that you want to be in. So if you want to be with this feminine, listen, you're going to have to go through this extensive training of lessons to be where she is. Because to be with someone is special. You know, you gotta come correct. I never want to see you again. You hurt me. That's not you. Look, the universe is fighting for our souls to be together. Yes, I already said this, whatever this is, because this is like my third time doing like an update on Divine Masculine and Feminine. The couple that I'm following, heavy on the spiritual guidance. Heavy. So yes, I do believe the universe is fighting for them, but they have to want it. Yes. Yes. Weird way of saying this, but Spirit says, unless it makes sense to you, you take the steps, we'll follow. You take the first step, we'll follow. That's what they said. All right. So yeah, I don't believe that, unless you know you've hurt them, you know, I don't think so. I don't think that's you. I feel like that's the past. Because, okay, Spirit, because the past is still somewhat very present in this situation, which is the very thing they're helping him to release. It's too heavy. Damn, Spirit. It's too heavy for this connection. This connection is meant to be lighthearted and fun. Two more. I still love you and I can't stop thinking about you. Depending on how long you've been separated from this person, that could very well be the case. Spirit is also saying, I don't want to lose it. For some, okay, just because there's space between us, it doesn't mean I feel any less, or it doesn't mean I love you any less. Someone's feelings actually got stronger during the separation. All right, one more, Spirit. They gave me two. I wasn't planning on having anything serious when we met, but I can't deny I'm falling for you. All right. So their last two messages, they say, you are the one and only. And no matter what happens, my heart will always belong to you. I saw this deck in my mind's eye, so now I have to... I guess there's some messages in here too. Because I was going to wrap it up, B. Oh, there it is. Your beauty is so captivating, I forget to blink. Guess he's got a lot more to say. Yeah. Even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you. So, you know, you may be more of the spiritual one. He may be more of like the worldly one. I'm sure he gets you. He understands you, but he lives a different life. You are the only one who gets me. See? You are the only one who gets me without me saying anything. I'm right in it. I'm right in it. Confirmation from the divine masculine. Or you. Y'all are different, but you know what I'm saying? Don't they say opposites attract? You're not meant to be with someone just like you. You're meant to be with someone who compliments you. That's more fun. You're just you, I'm just me, and it works. That's a lot. All right. I remember the first day we met like it was yesterday. I love you. I like sleeping next to you. Your voice has a therapeutic effect on me. I could listen to you for hours. So your voice is very significant. Very significant in... Very significant in some of the many things that he adores about you. I never believed in soulmates, but then I met you. I've been seeing that energy a lot. I've seen it a few times where the masculine is kind of like, whoa. Discovering that the feminine is a soulmate. Are you on the road, masculine? I'm right there with you. There you go. He says, when I'm sad, I look at your pictures and feel much better. All right. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's complete sadness because of his past. I don't think he's still sitting in that unless he broke up with somebody yesterday. But he has his own life. And just like a lot of things are revealed to you throughout this journey that upset you, or, you know, fake friends, family members, and he's going through things too. Which is another reason why, you know, a lot of what he's going through may not all have to be regarding an ex or anything like that. It could be quite a few things that's teaching him the same lesson. There's many aspects of life that disappoint us at some point or another. Makes us want to give up at one point or another. Makes us want to shut down at one point or another. Okay. Anything else? They say yes. They keep, like when I ask, They give me the answer right here in picture, a flash. So yes, this deck. There it is. I daydream about our future together. I got two talking here. One says 3, one says 5. So let's make you both happy. Let's make you both happy and do 5, okay? I thought this was just lust, but I was not used to love flowing through me like this. But they fell in love the first time they saw you. And when they finally got a chance to get close to you, it quite possibly was more intimate than anything else. And so being okay with it being just sexual, if that's all it was gonna be, it never would have been just sex to them. But they would have allowed that just to be able to be close to you, just to be able to be with you. But the sex made it worse. I'm really in love. Oh my God. You are like that angel that came into my life to heal and nurture me. That's why your voice is so therapeutic. When I look into your eyes, the whole world stops and I forget where I am. So you guys probably lock eyes a lot or make a lot of eye contact with each other, which is awesome. That's some good communication there too without speaking. It's just, yeah. I got you. I can read you. I wrote a letter on paper, but I'm too afraid to show it to you. So for some, maybe they're old-fashioned like that and they write letters. For others of you, it could be a text or email. It could have, they just showed me the iPhone. Someone wrote it in their notes in the iPhone. The letter is finished, but it's just a matter of reading it over and over and over. Are there any typos? Did I say everything that I wanted to say? Did I say too much? Did I say the wrong thing? How will she respond? One more. There it is again. I can't help mentioning you to my close friends or family members. Big energy here of them talking to their friends. And like I said, I hope these are some trusted friends. Transparent moment, right? Spirit says it's okay to tell you, but don't say too much. I saw a masculine. I was in the 5D though. I saw a masculine talking to a friend, or it was him acknowledging the feminine, and the friend was doing this shit right here. And the masculine was like, and he goes to the feminine anyway and gives her a kiss. All right. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? That tells me the man gonna do what the man gonna do. He's probably just telling friends because he's excited and it's a way to get it off his chest. He is going to realize, and this is a masculine that's going to do what he wants to do anyway. He's just telling his friends because I'm so excited. But I've had situations where I would do the same thing. I want to talk just to talk. Like, let me... Yo, because he was like, and you know who's happy for you and who's not. Because their facial expression changes. There's this look of concern that suddenly, you know, comes over their faces. And then hater, hater, the antenna's going for me. Not happy for you. Jealous. And then I tell my inner voice, okay. I just wanted to talk about it. And then the inner voice says, well, don't your ass talk about it no more. You got that one off. Don't your ass talk about it no more. And I say, okay. So the same thing will happen for Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine will Divine Masculine will come to that same conclusion. He'll know that there is a limited amount of things that he can say, or nothing at all. Or he'll be so excited and he'll talk about it, and in that moment, seeing the look of concern over his friends' faces, he'll learn as well that that is a sign that that motherfucker ain't happy for you. So you need to keep your distance and keep him away from your girl. That's how that goes. I'm picking up a frequency of haterism. I might even say one more thing just to make sure. I might make it burn a little bit more. There it is. Oh. So you got to get the fuck out of my life. Okay. Okay. Yo, there's this. I'm going to link it. Ooh, I'm going to link it. Because this is not going to, I hope you guys remember to come back. Oh my gosh, I'm going to link it. There's this guy on here. Jack Off TV. And what Jack Off does is it's sort of like Yudi. Like I'm a little bit like, not a little bit, I'm a lot of bit nerdy. I just like odd stuff. You know, it's not even odd, it's just I like what I like. So Jack TV and Yudi kind of do the same thing. Yudi does loyalty tests. Yudi does loyalty tests and like gold digger not pranks, but gold digger tests, you know, to see if the person really wants you just for your car or whatever. You know, will your girlfriend leave you for a rich guy? The loyalty test, you know. But Jack TV, his loyalty tests are a little bit more ratchet. Just a little bit. And there was this girl, and she said I want to see if I want to see if my best friend, I want to see if her man is loyal to her, because I was with him first. Child. He had tried to talk to me first, and you know, I let him go. What she damn, the way she said it, he wanted me first, but I passed him off to her. So now the guy that wanted her and she passed off to her friend, they have children together now, and they're getting ready to get married, and they're looking for a new home. So the whole setup was, we're gonna send y'all out to look for a new home. We're gonna have a fake person come in and show you guys the home, and we're gonna have your friend leave you and her man alone, the one that wanted you first, and you're gonna make a move, and you're gonna see what he's gonna do. Child. It was just her whole vibe through that whole thing. Her best friend said, I'm not worried about him cheating on me. We're good. We have a great relationship. We have great communication. And the best friend is like, well, I don't know, because he did want me. He did want me. And so, you know, I just want to see, because I have a feeling he's a cheater. He just be looking at me. Like when I be wearing certain stuff, he be looking at me. And the whole thing went down. She said, baby, I'm leaving. You stay here with best friend, and you go ahead and look at the house. I like it, but you know, you stay here with her, and y'all go ahead and finalize everything while I'm gone. I'll see you later. Mwah. So when she leaves, and the best friend is there with the man, with her man, she trying all kinds of shit. Yo, remember when he used to want me? And he like, what that have to do with anything? I'm with your best friend. You introduced me to your best friend. That was a moment in time. That was a moment in time. You introduced me to your best friend, and I'm good. I'm good. We're about to get married. Like, you know what I'm saying? If anything, thank you. And she goes, but you still be looking at me. I be seeing the way you be, you know, when I'm wearing this or whatever, the way you be looking at my eyes, the way you be talking to me, and this and the third. And he like, I just be talking to you. Like he played her. He played her so bad. And you can look at this, you can look at the episode for what it is. But those undertones of jealousy and sabotage, and jealousy and sabotage, and damn, that could have been me getting married if I would have just kept him. But no, I went and gave him to the best friend. And hopefully I can get him to slip up and he could cheat. And one or two things will happen. Either now he'll be back, he'll be my man, or I can just ruin their little fucking situation just to ruin it because I'm jealous. Woo! Woo! I knew what I was looking at when I was looking at it. But when I went to the comments, I'm like, salute. Because everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. I said, damn, yo, I'm so glad that he was so mad that he left. Hey, I'm not sitting around for this no more. I'm with your best friend. We getting married. She has my kids. I love her. You know what I'm saying? He left. And she was sitting there looking dumb. Damn. You gotta watch out. And I hope that she didn't invite that bitch to the wedding. Yeah, she's entering a new chapter in her life. Did you see it, Liz? Left. You can hear the fucking car pull off. Left that bitch. And then when the best friend came back, like, when the best friend came back and the whole thing was over, and because the best friend never really went anywhere. She was sitting like in a control room that they, you know, create in one of the bedrooms or something, and she's watching the whole thing. So she comes back in the room, she goes, I told you me and him was good. I told you we have great communication. I told you he doesn't cheat on me. I told you he was loyal to me. So what did you do all this for? Well, I thought, I'm telling you, he be looking at me. He still be looking at me. Girl, stop. He left. He left. And it was just a question of, okay, so what do we do now? Because usually if the person falls for it, right? If the person cheats, then everybody comes out from the back. Oh, I got you. Oh, you ain't shit. Oh, I caught you. It was all on camera. I was watching the whole thing. It's this big blow up. But what happens when the person passes and this dude left? So the rules are pretty much when you pass the test, the loyalty test, he gives you like a certain amount of money. So I think in that episode, it was $3,000 at stake. I'm like, girl, cause now the friend couldn't get him like that. So Jack is asking her, the girlfriend, the wife to be, so do you wanna tell him what we did? That sometimes doesn't go well because the person feels violated. Like, yo, how could you even put a loyalty test? How could you even do that? Why would you even do that? And they break up. And the other times you have a partner. I'm gonna get on my other phone. I'm gonna post it to my community post, okay? So you can go right to it. You don't have to wait. And then and sometimes the person that was being tested is pretty cool because they passed, and it's like, you didn't have to do that, but you know, of course I was gonna pass. You know, they do that. But in some scenarios, it's sketchy because you don't know which way that seed gonna fall. Okay, so you may not want to say anything because your person may end up feeling violated. Oh, you don't trust me? You don't trust me? Okay, we done. We getting married. Marriage is off. And guess what the friend was doing? Pushing for that. I mean, tell him. Her last little strike at sabotaging the shit. And the best friend said, yo, no, I gotta go home and wrap my mind around this because you made up this whole thing. And he turned out to be loyal to me. Now I gotta figure out, basically, it's like I gotta figure out what to do with you. What was your whole motive? Look in the comments. We all know. We all know what the damn motive is. You thinking to resign? Resign from where? From a job? Here she go. Will her fiance cheat on her with her best friend? If you feel like you need to leave work, then you need to leave work. All right. I always push for people to do. Look, it doesn't even matter. I don't care if it was a Shake Shack or a damn you know, law firm, or you wanting to do something for yourself. My thing is, go where you are fulfilled. If you're unfulfilled, take another route. Period. Fuck that. I'll be damned. I'm not happy here, and I'm helping to make you rich. I'm using my energy to make somebody rich that I'm never even gonna fucking meet. Yo, we good. We good. All right, community. Oh my gosh, like, I'm so slow right now. Okay, create a post. There you go. How about you create the post? That's tricky. You don't feel like you're making the right decision when it comes to your family. Think about that. Which family? The family that you are creating or the family that you were born into? You don't live for the family you were born into. You live for the family in the future that you're trying to build, the family that you're trying to create. So if it means you don't have time for children, if it means you don't have time for your husband, if it means that you don't have time for yourself, then you might want to make a change. But if this is based on what other people, that the family that you're trying to kind of grow out of and create your own, if it's based on their opinions, you might have to second guess that. Okay? Make sure you're doing whatever you're doing because of you. You. Gets a little hairy. Yeah, my love. You don't gotta retract. Why are you retracting? Don't retract nothing you say. Nothing you say is wrong. Other people may see that and get inspired. Nothing you say is wrong. There it is. Up now on the community post. I says, this is the episode I was talking about in the live. Watch your friends. Okay? Please check it out. We could chat about it under the post. It's crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. And seeing it, you may be able to recognize it in your real life, and you're saying in your life, you may be able to pick up on that. Like, yo, I remember a situation. Yeah, think about where you are in that friendship right now. Are they still around? Spirit got their ass out of there one way or the other, and Spirit gonna get rid of that bitch too. She don't need to be in a wedding. She don't need to be the goddamn. She don't need to be nowhere near them. She don't need to be nowhere near it. And I hope they do an update on that couple, and I can see if they really got married or not. I hope they went through with it, and I hope she's out the fucking way. Because if he wasn't mad enough to, most likely he was mad enough that he probably went home and told her later, and she probably maybe would have broke it down to him then, like, yo, it was a loyalty test, yo, it wasn't, but it wasn't her idea. So all you can do is be mad at the bitch, and I'm sure that her fiance is gonna say she gotta go. And what you gonna do? I would get rid of her too, not because he said so, but isn't it evident? Isn't it evident? She gotta go. All right, so that's it. This was a really, really cool, relaxed vibe for this live. I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, all right. Dang, you know what I didn't do? I may not be able to do it this week because I'm in the middle of filming and editing, and I'm trying to figure out whether I should post that series on here. I think I will post that series on this channel. I do have another channel, but it's for my music. But I feel like this channel would benefit more. But I'll talk about it once the episode is all done and edited. and I'll create like little clips and stuff. I'll talk more about it via lives, and I'll you know what I mean? I will definitely put it out there to you guys. Okay, but if you follow me on Instagram, you would already be able to see. But it's okay, it's all right, it's fine. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Have a great night. All right, peace.